another one because you know Raider Nation needed another one. We in the building. Raider_football is the channel. I am your host, Yurp. We are in the building. I want to talk about on tonight's show. I wanted to talk about. Round 2, pick 36, right? Round 2, pick 36. How everybody feeling though? I just want to take a real deep dive into that. I appreciate. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. And if you are subscribed or you just subscribed and you want to become a member, it's $2 to become a member. We finna start doing a whole lot of members only shows. So get in where you fit in. You feel me? And also get your super chats in. I'll take super chats first. If you want to talk about Mendoza, throw it in the super chat. The super chat goal. I'm gonna try to get 5 super chats. That's the goal for tonight, y'all. Is to try to get 5 super chats, y'all. So, yeah. Like I said, man, I definitely appreciate everybody. Everybody pulling up. Y'all pull up, man. It's Thursday night. Work's been going pretty well. I ain't even gonna lie, I can't even complain about that. But yeah, pick 36. It's been going real well with you for your boy. Having a lot of fun. This me, I can't tell you what way this me. So man, what we on though, y'all? What we on? How everybody feeling today? Wait till some people come in. Yes, sir. Wait till some people come in before we get started. But yeah, man, we chilling, y'all. We chilling. Long day, but the grind don't stop. You feel me? Long day, but the grind don't stop. Yes, sir, in the building. But yeah, so there's a bunch of guys that I think second round we could probably, there's a lot of avenues we can go. right? Of course, we already know Mendoza's number one. We know that. Um, so let's see. Um, Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go to the simulator and see what's up. Okay, I wish I could bring this up, but okay. So second round, right? Second round, pick 36. You got Caden McDonald. Now, if you want to go best player available, you got Caden McDonald, Max, Eon Anchor, Chase Bizantes, D'Angelo Pons, Jacob Rodriguez, Malachi Lawrence, Lee Hunter, Keith Abney, Denzel Boston, AJ Halsey. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm going Lee Hunter. Caden McDonald is really good. He's excellent in the run. So he's definitely on the short side with 6'2". He's 326 pounds. Professional E in the building. What up, Professional E? We talking about who will be you guys' pick at 36. Now I'm saying this. Let's go and get. I'm saying this in the second and third round. We need to address defense. People saying, "Oh, we need a receiver. We need a receiver." Yeah, no. So I like Caden McDonald. What do y'all think? I like Caden McDonald. We can go a lot of spots. You got Caden McDonald, Lee Hunter, Caleb Banks, Dominique Orange. I think would be a good fit. He's also a big guy. Dominique Orange is 6'4", 325 pounds. Big dude, yo. Say he like in round 3. I'm saying we double up on D tackle, yo. Cause I don't think we're gonna re-sign Adam Butler to another deal, are we? So you never know. Or, you know what I'm saying, you can go edge, Malachi Lawrence, Zion Young. D'Angelo Pons, if you want to go corner, Chris Johnson. If you want to go safety, linebacker. I mean, there's so many avenues you can go. Wide receiver, Denzel Boston's there. Jeremy Bernard is there. I'm not sold on Chris Brazzell. I'm good on him. Antonio Williams, Skylar Bell, Ted Hurst. Um, Let me see what Bernard looking like. 6'1", 204. I don't know. Frank, what it do, Frank? What's up, my boy? My man, Professional E in the building. My man, Frank in the building. What it do? What it do? So yeah, so you could go shit. Hell, if you wanted, you could go running back in the second round if you wanted to do that. You feel me? But yeah, I think you just go with the best guy that fits your scheme in Lee Hunter, man. Lee Hunter is like, look, K McDonald 6'3", 326. Lee Hunter is 6'4", 321. Big dude, massive dude. But I'm gonna go Lee Hunter. You know, there's multiple, even in the third round, right? Third, we'd go cornerback. You got D'Angelo Pons there, Keontae Scott, I really like. Will Lee, Davidson, Igbinosun, Malik Muhammad. You got some good, like, I'm gonna go Keontae Scott. Keontae Scott is a big physical corner, yo. We need somebody like him, you know? So far we are 3 picks in. I'm on a 4th round pick. So far we have Fernando Mendoza, Lee Hunter, Keontae Scott. I think right here is where we can get a good wide receiver in value. So you got Kendrick Law, Malik Benson, Malachi Fields, Kevin Coleman Jr., Deion Burks. I'm trying to see where they have him going. Oh, fine. All right. Okay, that means I can probably get my running back here. Keelan Black. I'm surprised. Mm-hmm. Gabe, what's up, brother? My brother Gabe in the building, Rose Town in the building. What it do? What it do? Going over this draft. Going over this draft. Who y'all picking at 36? That's the question. I really like how about Deion Burks? Y'all let me know about Deion Burks. How y'all feel about Deion Burks, y'all? Deion Burks, Oklahoma. Man, I'm getting a wide receiver, bro. I know. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm at wide receiver. What would happen if Brady comes out of retirement and plays with us? That's not going to happen because the league will somehow try to sabotage that and screw it up. So until I see it happen, then it'd be dope. I mean, the man's still in shape, so. All right, I think I know I'm going Deion Burks. Yeah, I think my mock drafts be too good, yo. It's like the third time they done stopped me from doing this joint. I trust in Kubiak and Spy Tech to cook in this draft, bro. Me too. Me too. I don't expect. I know they are. I know they are. Look what we did in free agency. This is why everybody can't wait to see what they're gonna do in the draft. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So Spy Tech, man, I'm telling you, they cooking. They gonna cook. Rosehound said we ain't fucking around, no. No, we not. We ain't got time to, bro. We ain't got time to. We on a mission. You feel me, Rose? We on a mission, bro. We on a Rosehound said there even other teams fans giving us our props and saying we going up and all. Not fact is, because they starting to see we got the right guy. This is what happens when you get the right guys in the building, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you get the right guys in the building. That's the reality of it, bro. We going up, and anyone says otherwise is straight hating on us. Okay? And that's facts. Look, when my man East Coast says, yo, y'all did a pretty good job. Hey, watch out, you feel me? Watch out. No, but you can just tell, you can see it, you can feel it, you know what I'm saying? That, like, you can feel it, you know what I'm saying? You smoke this cigarette first, roll salad. I already got one, this little piece. Damn, niggas took Keontae Scott, man. Did Keontae Scott go in the first round? So, let's talk about it. The draft, man. Let's talk about it. We ain't done. Nah, man, what it do, bro? Oh yeah, you know I got to. You know I got to. Come on, come on. Come on in, bro. Come on in. Come on in for a bit. Shout out my brother Madman in the building, man. My brother Madman in the building. I'm doing excellent, bro. I'm doing excellent, man. How are you? I heard you moving, man.
Hey, what's happening, brother? How you doing?
What's going on, man? What's happening with
Hearing
you?
got a lot of like background noise. I'm not sure if it's me or you. I don't know.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm in my new studio, so you're gonna hear it. Don't worry about it, though. It's cool. It's
Okay,
me.
just moving
Yeah,
the mic over here.
yeah, it's me. I'm in my new studio and stuff. So yeah, I
Trying
haven't
to
put
figure,
everything up in here yet. But what's going on, though, player?
try, trying to figure out to talk to you real time. The Let me see real quick. Let me get, there we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That should be better. It should be way better.
You straight?
Yeah, yeah. I'm good. How you
Yeah,
doing,
man.
man? Good to see you, brother.
Yeah, you too, man. I can't call it, man. I'm just, doing my thing, brother. Doing my thing, man. Working like crazy. You
So
know,
you've been on for 27 minutes already.
yeah,
So I guess F bombs are available at this point. YouTube doesn't even track them after 10 minutes. So right.
that's what I'm hearing. So I guess yeah,
Hey,
they've been letting them fly anyway, so it don't matter.
this ass clown, Dan Orlovsky, is an absolute ass clown. Uh, I, I sent I sent two videos to him of the ass clown shit he did as a quarterback in the NFL, and I got blocked on Instagram by him. So just so you know, that dude is an absolute ass clown, uh, and just blows my mind. This dude,
That's
and, and I
crazy.
and I ask other people on their shows, I'm like, hey, so how many starting quarterbacks work for ESPN? And they
Yeah.
go, none. Right.
Uh, uh, uh,
You know what I mean? That's kind of my point. And Pat McAfee just like annihilated him on his show. Even though they both work for ESPN, Pat McAfee just lit his ass up. It was
yeah.
hilarious. Mendoza's never been in a big game, is what he said. Never been in a big game. Ever.
I mean, Ohio State was the big game. National championship
Twice.
was the big game.
Twice.
Rose
Twice.
Bowl was the big game.
Right.
I
Oregon
don't,
twice.
I
You
don't know.
know, look,
Yeah,
when a quarterback knows when they have to be the guy
yeah,
and when they don't have to be the guy, that's
right.
a beautiful thing. Look what the Seahawks did in the Super Bowl. They took points when they had them because they knew
Right.
the defense was stopping the Patriots, right? So
Yeah.
until the Patriots can show me that they can actually stop something
Uh-huh.
or they can actually move our defense or whatever else, then we will move the offense forward.
Right.
I mean, and guess who that offensive coordinator was? Our new head coach, Kubiak.
Hey, I can dig it. Shit.
There's no question that's the way Mendoza was used the entire year in IU.
Right. Hold on one
When you get
second, bro.
when you get the
Like,
when it's time, Mendoza rolls. And he always delivers every single time. When it's time for him to be the dude, he's the dude every single time. Yeah, all right, I'll see you in a second. But every single time something needs delivered, the dude delivers. If it has to be a thing, he does it. If the Raiders do not select him number one, it'll be the dumbest shit the Raiders have done in my lifetime. It's just the dumbest shit ever. Weber, how you doing, brother? Rosetown, what's happening, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Not a whole lot of folks on here. I can't stream to my side. So Weber and Rosetown, if you can reach out to all your contacts that are normally on my side, go ahead and get them to get over here. If you can do that. So that's cool. Because, I mean, hell, it's been a while since me and Yurp been on together.
Yo, my bad.
Been a minute.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's been a minute, bro. Been a minute, man.
Yo.
So
I'm not sure how to scroll down on this. Hold on. Let me see if I can figure it out. The chat. There it is.
Okay. So in the chat, right, the top message is the first message. Just to let you know.
Got you. Okay. So now I'm seeing it. And if Pro E's in the house, did you notice Pro E's in?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Oh, yeah. Then Weber. Message from audience displayed here. How you doing, bro? Okay. So, okay, I'm looking at it now. Okay.
Yeah, you all the way up there. Yeah, just scroll.
I'm trying to follow it. It's a little different, so I'm just trying to, get a piece of it. So, but yeah, man. I'll tell you what. The Max thing, I think after it's all said and done, I mean, damn. I mean, to be honest with you, everything that was done in free agency, I think Spytech said it on the JT the Brick show today. He goes, kind of held off on something because something didn't feel right. We wanted to make damn sure we had enough money to pay rookies in the draft.
Well, they never wanted to get rid of him anyways. You feel me?
No, he did not.
So,
and the beauty of that is when all that shit broke down, the whole front office goes, take your ass home. Come on, we got you.
Yeah.
And Max even said it on his own show. I walked in the door and everybody was there. Everybody was there going, dude, well, don't worry about it. We got you. Don't worry about that shit. So all the Bears trade talks, all this other trade talk. Max said the football god spoke to me and said that I belong here.
Yeah.
And and it's now we got all these fucking badasses in a 3-4 and Max.
Yeah.
Got to figure out where the badasses need to go.
Hey, and there's more to come on that too, bro. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's why I think if we get Lee Hunter with pick 36, that'd be great for us in that middle, bro. He's 6. Wait, I just looked at him real quick. Hold on. Dude is 6'4", 321 pounds, bro. And he has no neck, bro. He ain't got no neck, bro. He's just all shoulder and head, just like freaking arms long as hell, bro. Like, oh man, I can't. Like, I hope we draft him, bro. I'm not playing. I hope we draft him.
Well, but I will tell you this: 36. Here's my thought process. Mendoza is going to be our number one pick, and if it's not, it's probably the dumbest shit the Raiders have ever done in the entire freaking franchise history. Because it just makes sense, right? Especially with the moves that were made in free agency. Linderbaum brought in. That means JPJ can work either side of the field on either side of guard. Left, right guard, either one, right? That just opens all that stuff up. So the thing about it is, it's an effort that not necessarily Mendoza is going to walk in the door and start,
Right.
So there's probably gonna be.
He don't need to. I'm gonna tell you this right now. He doesn't need to start. The best
No, he
thing for him
doesn't.
is to sit. At
No,
least
he
half
can't.
the season to maybe
He,
the whole season.
yeah, he's made it clear. If somebody said, "Hey, you want to go to Las Vegas and be a Raider?" He's like, "God, that would be cool. How cool would that be?" You know what I mean? He's like, "That would be a dream come true." He's already said it over and over again. He's not. He's he's getting a top 30 visit because it's an optics thing.
Right.
There's no reason to bring him in unless you just bring him in because it's like, dude, we're definitely taking you. We just want to talk to you a little bit more about ball and what our futures look.
Right.
And Spytech had that interview with JT, and I was like, damn. He goes, yeah, I was a little bit worried about it. But we looked at the cap. We knew we had enough to sign our rookies after the draft, so we knew we were okay. So I was like, I was thinking, damn, maybe he was a little bit blindsided by it, But it was. He goes, what do you say when you bring an all-pro back into your building? You just say, welcome home.
Right.
Now,
Facts. Hey, you want to know what's crazy though? They had Max. I don't care what nobody say, yo. I don't care what nobody say. They had Max and they had Trey Hendrickson in the building. They were both in the fucking same building. The first 5 hours, the reason why you didn't see the general manager is because he was inking the deal in the other side of the building with Trey Hendrickson. And nobody wants to talk about it. But you know me, I'm going to say it.
Well, you got to think about it. I mean, it's like, so you just lose Linderbaum, one of the best centers in the league, to the team you just traded for Max. And you're going to give up your next 2 first-round picks. At some point, Warner probably said, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
I have to assume that had something to do with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All they had to do was pick up his 50-year option, and they would have kept Linderbaum.
Mm-hmm.
But they chose not to.
No, that's bad.
I mean, hey, their loss, our gain. We got Linderbaum and Max.
Yeah.
And that was one of the conspiracy theories. I said, hey, I'm going to lay it back on you all saying maybe the Raiders had a conspiracy here. Maybe the Raiders go, Max wants to leave us. He's going to go over there. He's going to realize that Linderbaum's gone. And wait, aren't we trying to win a Super Bowl? You just got rid of one of the best centers in the NFL.
I mean, not even that. You got rid of Isaiah Likely. You got rid of a few people. Half your secondary is gone. He's like, wait a minute, this is not signing.
Mark Andrews might as well be my age in football, like terminology. So, I mean, Likely was the next hardcore tight end.
And you let him walk with the Giants.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like that was my other conspiracy was maybe the Raiders go on, man, see what happens. And Max gets there and goes, what, Linderbaum and Likely are gone? That shit happened on his basically to Washington, to Reagan, not the bomb. had to drive down, and then nobody met him at the building.
2.5 hours.
It's like nobody meets him at the building. Doesn't even meet up with the GM or the coach for like hours. Send him straight to these medicals and stuff, which everybody had full access to long before that. And then 13 hours after they call it off, Trey Hendrickson's signed.
He was already there. He was there already.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man. It's like
they told him hang out for a little bit, for a few days, and then we'll call you back. Come back to the facility, and we'll do the press conference. Exactly what happened, bro.
Hey, look, I'll put it square on the Raiders if they're the ones that freaking orchestrated this shit.
And guess what? People think we heard about it.
That is the coolest freaking turnaround on and place blame on someone else ever. And I'm good with it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the shit, one thing that tells me that wasn't happening that way is that Max and his family were there. You know, if Max was there by himself, didn't have his wife and his daughter with him to meet up, have a dinner, stuff like that, that's the shit that pisses me off. And that's where I think Max is doing this now, going, I'm a Raider forever. I'm never fucking leaving. I don't care what it costs me. I'm never leaving this place.
Hey, you want to know something funny, Nat? Everybody's still trying to call and make adjustments, and it's like the door's been shut. They like, they're not closing the door. They're not closing the door on Max Crosby trade. It's like Max closed the door already when y'all sent it back. This is like shit. So
he's like, look. Max says, yeah, I may have a degenerative issue, but it's not going to be so degenerative that next year when we play you, I'm not going to freaking lose my mind on you.
Oh, no, he's going to go ape shit.
Oh, that's going to be a freaking... Have you seen all the Raiders gear that's out there? It's like fuck the Ravens type shit. I mean, it's everywhere.
All over Twitter.
98 F Ravens.
All
it's
over.
Like, I'm like, God damn.
That's crazy, yo.
And seeing the way SpyTech works, SpyTech is probably never going to deal with the Ravens ever again. Probably ever, unless it's.
Yeah, I think that's out the door.
Yeah,
that's out the window.
And
Jack, what's up, Jack?
A lot of the NFL teams are paying attention to this shit too. It's like if what you needed was confirmation from doctors on longevity of Max, why don't you just put them on a plane, send them here, let them do their analysis here in Vegas, and then before we make a major announcement that Max traded, and we send his family that direction.
Right.
Why don't you do it that way? You know?
What's the fair say? They aren't going to deal with the Pats as well because of time. No. Well, we could make a deal with them, but I don't see why we would, though. I mean, the only person I would want is Christian Gonzalez. That's the only person I would want.
No, I think Robert Spillane. I think the Robert Spillane thing was a problem with the Patriots. It was kind of a
I think that was more Spillane than the Patriots. if anything.
I don't know. I don't know if it was or wasn't, but I know what he's saying, because everybody's kind of like, that's shadier than shit. Because what was offered to stay was actually better than going. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was. I get it. I don't know much about that. I just know people, and I know how they operate, and that shit right there, bringing a man and his family out for his introduction to be into your new company, brings the family, daughter. They have a dinner, like a congratulation dinner set up, and the boss isn't even there to greet you when you get there, and you go straight in.
Nobody, not the coaches,
nobody. So, and Max even said it on his own show. He goes, "It was weird." He goes, because I would think that any new Raider that walked into the door would have like everybody at the door, you know. And when Max got back at like freaking midnight or whatever, GM, Mark Davis, everybody was standing there saying, "Dude, we're so sorry that happened." You know what I mean? Don't let it. We got you. Let us know what you want. We'll figure it out.
Right.
And the beauty of it is, not so much was spent so far.
Shit. 281 million is a lot of money.
No, but not so much is spent that you can't sign your rookies on the draft.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I think SpyTech did a wonderful job with the contract, setting them up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was tripping when I woke up and looked at all the contracts. I said, why would they all have 3-year deals for 30-something million? Like every last one of them is like, we're gonna give you all this.
Doing the math, you're like, oh shit.
Right. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I said, yo, SpyTech is cooking right now. He's cooking it up.
Right. Well, and the thing is, the crazy part is when all that money gets thrown around, everybody just starts piling into a certain bucket.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, a salary cap's a salary cap. Money's money. You know, when you give people incentives or guaranteed contracts or whatever, that kind of shit like lessens your salary cap. You know, where you just like give them upfront money right off the get-go, you know?
And yo,
the Kobe Dean, come on, man, that's an amazing deal, bro. With those dudes, I mean, that's freaking amazing.
Hey, Nav, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
We traded Gino, right, to the Jets?
Yeah, we got a 7th rounder out of him. We were going to release him anyway. What the fuck are the Jets thinking?
But the smart thing we did was we don't have to take on his contract now. They traded him. That was genius smart. Like that was like,
no, I'm just like, how did the Jets not know that at the end of free agency we were going to release him anyway? My guess is the Jets are like, well, we got to have him. So
that's all right. We got a 6 out of it. We got a
so
7.
we took an $18 million cap hit on that because he took the vet minimum on an outright release, but we got a player out of it.
Yeah, so now but that's just $18 million. We can pay him that and then move on and be done.
Yeah, $18 million I think was what we ended up paying out for that. But it still does hit the cap. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it was going to be 30-something. So just saying.
Damn.
I mean, the mere fact when that came out, I'm like, who traded for him? Somebody somebody traded for him.
Right.
My first thought was, hey, how about we send Geno to the Saints and we pay that contract, and the Saints just go, okay, we'll pay DC's contract and we'll release his rights to you on bet.
That'd be good.
And I would have been, I'm like, dude, I would have paid Geno's entire $30 million for that deal, because that puts DC has made it very clear that he's not looking to freaking be the starting quarterback of the Raiders. He just wants to be part of it. You know what I mean? And he's stuck at this point because the Saints just kind of own his rights, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Right.
So, I mean, that kind of shit right there. I'm like, there's a reason why no veteran quarterbacks have been brought in the building yet. I'm pretty sure there's something cooking. I think there's something cooking in there. Something.
Do you think we get a veteran? Do you think we get a veteran? Or you think we roll with Mendoza?
I think DC's going to be back in the building, to be honest with you.
I was saying that like last month. I was saying that like months ago. I brought it to your attention.
So
I was saying,
June 1st? The Saints are going to have to make a decision. June 1st. They're either going to have to outright release DC, or they're going to have to offer him an option in which DC has already chosen not to play for them. So that's June 1st. So you would think a smart company would be like, look, let's just cut our losses now. See what, because to be honest with you, the Raiders wouldn't have to eat any of that. So they would have to like literally write a check. Salary cap wise, they have to write a check. Mark Davis, here's your check for $20 million, and give me him. And then
so what? So is DC coming for 1 year or 2 years?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't even know the answer to what I just said, to be honest with you. Thing about it is, it's weird. Because if they outright say, hey, we will grant the release, once the Saints grant the release and they release DC, the Saints will have to pay that amount of money to DC for that contract, right?
Right.
So will it affect their cap? It's already affecting their cap. It doesn't even matter. They'll have a new roster spot. Right. So, but if Mark Davis goes, well, I'll give you $20 million just to freaking do the outright release, and I don't have to do that spot on your roster, and then we'll just bet minimum him at $1.7 million.
That'd be great.
You know what DC would say? You don't even have to give me that shit. I'm on my way.
I do it for $2 million, goddamn shit.
That shit. I keep looking at it, and I'm trying to figure it out. And I call my cousin. My cousin's a law guy in Cleveland, right, for the Browns. Mm-hmm. And I go, so what is this whole Saints thing? He goes, I haven't really looked at it. I'm a little busy with the shit that we got going on with Deshaun Watson and everything else. And I said, okay, so what if I told you that a quarterback retired, outright announced his retirement from a team, and he was still under contract? Yeah. And they refused to release them or release his rights. He goes, well, rights and the contract are two different things. He goes, if they announce their retirement, the team's not on the hook for their salary cap. He said, okay. I said, but what if you release their rights? When you release their rights, you can't get any money off their jersey sales or anything else anymore. Right? Any of the, name, likeness, any of that. And I said, well, damn, you're thinking about $30 million. Why would that matter? I'm pretty sure nobody's out going looking for Derek Carr jerseys in freaking New Orleans.
Right.
And he goes, I don't know. I haven't looked into it, but I will. Just give me a little bit of time. Well, I'm a little busy right now. I said, okay, Matt, no problem.
Yeah.
But he kind of told me there's a little bit of a difference between those two things, and I've always said that I think it would be a great thing to have DC back in the building. Because I'm pretty sure he doesn't care about whether it's a dog or not. He just wants to be in the building. He just wants to wear that jersey again. I'm pretty sure that's where he wants to be.
Yeah, it's messed up. Shedrick Jackson gonna have to get that forward.
Yeah. Oh, he lit Orlovsky off too about the freaking Mendoza shit that Orlovsky said too. Though he lit his ass up too. It's like, not been involved in any big games. What are you talking about?
Yeah, see, some of his takes was crazy. But I mean, I do agree with him with Ty Simpson though. Not that he should be the well, I don't know. Like I said, if they both, I like both quarterbacks. You feel me? And I feel like both quarterbacks could fit really well in Kubiak's system.
Right.
Just have one, and those is the clear. You know what I'm saying? Let me get to the chat real quick. Shout out Shark Boy in the building. Shout out to you, bro. He said, "What's this about?"
Yeah. I'm not.
Raiders, 36 pick. We talking about the who we gonna get in the second round. 36 pick. We just talking Raiders, bro. He said, "Hope Raiders come out strong." Yeah, man, me too. But I feel like we are. Bro. I definitely feel like we are. We're gonna come out stronger than what we have been the past couple of years, you know what I'm saying? This team will look different and will play different.
Yes.
I'll tell you that.
No question.
Hope you hit that like button, bro. Subscribe to the channel. If you want, you can subscribe to my man Nabman, Raider Shields family. Subscribe to his channel also, man. You know what I mean?
At 93 Nabman, NAVMAN, at 93 Nabman, you'll find me across all social media at 93 Nabman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, did you know, bro? They done let your boy in the door, man. Finally.
Oh yeah, nice.
They done let me in, bro. They done let me in. Finally, man.
Nice.
Three times the charm, brother.
Yeah, right. I found out that I throw F-bombs far too much, and that even if I were to get to the 500 subs, it wouldn't happen anyway. So because of the F-bombs that happened, and my response to that was, well, don't even worry about it then, because I'm not trying to do this for a living. So we're doing it for fun, and all of us love F-bombs. So if you want to shut it down, you can. It's up to you. But other than that, congratulations on your effort to try to stop F-bombs on a show where, when I watch shorts and videos, you show people killing one another. So, congratulations on your thoughts on my F-bombs, but I think you guys operate a business a little bit different than the way I would. So I said
Right.
I make the appropriate check marks when I say that it's not um, a under 18 channel. I make all those check marks every time I go live. So you guys have put the appropriate things in place for me, and I have checked all those, and now you have a problem with it. So I'm like, I got a problem with you. So just understand that I'm not going to stop. This is the way I operate. I'm not going to go on anybody else's show and be a certain way because I know how you are. I'm not going to get
Right.
them in trouble. But it's
Right.
kind of weird because I was just on rundowns at just a few minutes ago, and I was just going, "What are you talking about? I mean, Mendoza, this and this, and we got timed out on Rundown's channel." I'm like, "What are you
Mm.
talking?" So I sent Rundown. I'm like, dude, why'd you time me out? He goes, I didn't time you out. I'm like, what are your mods did? He goes,
Damn.
oh. So then I just popped back onto YouTube, and there you were. I'm like, oh, my boy, you're finally after months. Hell, it's been a couple months since we talked to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Lots been happening. Lots been going on, bro.
I'm not going to do anything YouTube doesn't like on your channel. I promise you that. But on my channel, I'm going to do absolutely everything they hate. But it's going to be within their guidelines, so I can hold it against them. I'm like, no, wait. I get a hit for my intro and my outro every single time, and I send them a letter of my intro and outro being a take cut from 2004, where I had Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I had Aerosmith's express written consent to embed that into the video. I've sent it several times, and they still hit it every time, even though it's still a green check mark. They still every single video. It's yeah. Oh yeah. People are saying that you are using illegal sounds. No, dude. I actually made that video on a deployment in 2004. I was actually in that airplane. You know?
Right.
So, and they just don't they don't care. It's an algorithm to them. And then closing time, I also have express consent from them too for the ending video.
Damn.
So they just keep like poking that stuff, and I'm like, I don't care. I think I have like 300 subs, maybe. I don't. I'm not even to the point where, you know.
Man, it's been crazy though.
Oh, Raider Paul. Guess what we got to do? Raider Paul's in the building.
Raiders. Yes, sir. Dang, bring back old memories, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Hey, look, when Paul pops in the building or Furpo, and you remember Furpo, he has 97 jobs.
Oh, yeah.
Never, always at work. He's on break every time he shows up.
Yeah.
So anytime that Raiders pops from those two dudes, you just know you got to do it.
Frank said, tell me when it's not a big game at that level. They are all in big games. And that's fact. That's definitely fact.
Look, Miami was handling their offense, you know, and then when it got to the end of the game in a national championship game, Mendoza freaking took it on his own, used that big body and freaking plowed over some dudes, brought himself up off the ground and scored the winning touchdown on his own. People forget that shit. I don't know why.
Najee Harris, bro, how you feel about Najee Harris?
That wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be terrible. He'd be on a vet minimum too. I mean,
hey, I don't see nothing wrong with it. He ain't gonna. I can see him being healthy. I can see him. Gentry gonna be the starter, so he's not gonna be he'll be getting some reps, but not. He's good at pass protection.
And he's a big body. And he's a big body that can run people over.
Right. And
also, run blocking. He can run block and run a gent.
They say he's healthy too.
Yeah. And he can also take one on his own. And he sheds tackles like crazy, like taking your pants off. He's one of those dudes. He just had a little bit of a problem staying healthy. So, and that's going to be the key. But it'll be a vet minimum type deal for a running back, and if we can get him in the building at say $1.2 million, fuck it, let's do it.
1 year, $2 million.
Yeah, 1 year, $2 million. Show me deal.
I mean, damn.
1.2 is that projected number.
Hey, we gave Michael Kuntz $11 million for 1 year.
Yeah, but that's running backs aren't valued like they used to be. Defensive ends are valued like receivers at this point. You know what I mean? Running backs are not valued that way, especially like moving from team to team. They're not valued in that way like they used to be. So I mean, even Saquon, I'm pretty sure when he went from the Giants to the Eagles, I think it was only like a 17 million or something like that, which was a crazy number for a running back, something like that.
Right.
So, I mean,
Paul said, go ahead, finish. I'm gonna read the chat after you're done.
Okay. Sign Najee. Yeah. Right. If the dude's ready, hell yeah, without a doubt. There's nothing ventured, nothing gained. He's like been in the NFL for 5 years, bro. He's still young.
Yeah, he's still young. He's only like what, 27, 26, 27?
No.
And guess what? That's how old. That's like most of our veterans is like 27, 28. I think Max like 29.
Hell, our defense is freaking young, super young. I think Chen's the oldest person on the defense other than Max.
Yeah.
I mean,
No. Adam Butler's the oldest. Adam Butler like 30 something.
No way.
Yeah, I believe so.
No.
Adam Butler like 30.
No, I think Adam Butler's in his 7th year. 8th. Yeah, check it out. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I could be wrong, but I don't think we have.
He's 31.
Huh? Oh, is he 31? So he's going to be the oldest player on that defense. No kidding.
Yeah, he's probably the oldest player on that team besides Cole Miller.
No, Colt Miller might only be 31. Actually, he might be 30. I mean, yeah, but it's right around there. So that's our like
Yeah,
top.
Cole Miller 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say if that's our top age on our entire team is 31, I'm liking
Right.
with all that talent. Come on, I mean, there's a lot to be looking forward to. We just can't
Yeah.
get our expectations too freaking crazy. But I will tell you, this offseason has been the best offseason the Raiders have had in damn a long damn time. I can't even think of the last one. 2000 for me.
2016.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. Yeah.
That's when we spent all that. We spent like 90 something million on that offensive line, like over 100 million
Yep.
on the offensive
Yep.
line itself.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a great freaking. That's why I feel so good because this off season remind me of that off season for real, for real.
Yeah. But that offseason was win now type of mentality, where this one was let's bring in young talent, is the difference. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
this one can move forward for many years instead of next year we have to like do it again. So I think this is my personal opinion is this time we're only bringing in players that are going to be around for a while.
right.
I mean, we're not bringing in players that are going to be one hit wonders. Yep, you know that type of thing. So that's kind of the difference I'm thinking with this. That's why I'm thinking it's better than that. The last time that I saw something that level of stuff was in 2000, but it also brought Jerry Rice and some, bring that type of stuff in there, and then Rich Gannon and stuff like that. But we did get young across the trenches. So, and this is what the NFL is now. You got to be young and talented.
Yep.
Coaching is everything at this point. So, and I think look. You know how many sleepless nights I had until that Super Bowl was done before Kubiak was actually officially named the head coach. I was like, Jesus, if we don't get that, then what are we gonna do? You know?
Right. Nah, I was comfortable. I slept like a baby. I ain't gonna lie. I knew he was gonna. He had to, bro. Look, we tried mad hard last year or the year before to get any good head coaches, and we struck out. This year was inevitable. We had to get somebody, especially the year we had also. And then how everything played out, I was like, yeah, one of them got to come to us. Pause.
Yep.
So.
Weber asked, "Is Mendoza a ball hog?" I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think he is. I think the dude's the opposite of a ball hog. To be honest with you, he probably is going to be asked to do a lot more in the NFL, which is kind of going to be something that's probably not natural to him because he's used to a team around him doing certain things, and then you don't want to make the mistake, you know. And the thing about Mendoza is he doesn't do that. He doesn't make mistakes. It's good decisions always with that dude, and that's my big thing. And if Dan Orlovsky wouldn't have blocked me on Instagram, I could have explained exactly what I meant. But when I sent it to him, I said, this is why ESPN only hired perennial backup quarterbacks that weren't even actually good backup quarterbacks. I have several videos of you doing exactly what you're trying to say incorrectly. So is it you saying that this is the way you should do it because I couldn't do it? Maybe you should say that out loud. I said I don't remember one time in Mendoza's career of any film I watched of him running out of the back of the end zone and creating his own safety like you did with the Lions or with the Colts. And I said you've got to stop the narrative of Ty Simpson is better than Mendoza, and Mendoza didn't play any big games. He played in every big game, every single big game, and was a reason they won every single big game. So I don't want you. The thing is, you have to score 400 yards to be a freaking game. Ask Brady. Brady 400 yards every single game. You just had to do what he needed to do when the time was there for him to do it, right? And that's why it's like it's pretty simple. And Ty Simpson, they said, well, he was hurt in the game. I'm like, fucking Mendoza got a fucking good back in the second play of the fucking football game against Ohio State, the best defense in the fucking country. And 2 plays later, he freaking torched them for freaking 95 yards. You know, it's like, I don't even want to hear that shit. So the thing about it is, look, you talk about what could be next year in college, but right now, this is a generational freaking talent with a good mind, smart dude. As already said, the Raiders is fucking great. He loves the thought process, loves to be a part of it. And that's half the battle right there. So, and Orlowski blocks on Instagram. So I hit him on X. I said, hey, you didn't give me a chance to explain, and I put my handle from Instagram on there. I just told him, I'm like, hey, does ESPN hire any starting quarterbacks at all?
Right.
You have Tim Hasselbeck, never started in the NFL. You never started in the NFL. And you guys are the ones that are the experts on quarterbacks coming out of college. Why are you so important? You know?
Right.
Congratulations on being a perennial backup for 8 years, Dan Orlovsky. Why are you the expert?
Right. Same person who tried to make a play out of the end zone in the back of the end zone. Remember that?
Right. Right. Bro, come on, man. I guarantee you Mendoza wouldn't walk out of the back of the end zone on that play. Guarantee it. Would not happen. So, you know, and that's kind of what I was trying to, like, man-to-man that. But apparently I disrespected him in some way, so he blocked me. But that's easy to do. All you got to do is push a button to do that. He doesn't have to respond to it. So that's okay. I'm going to continue to talk shit until he has some response to what I said to him. I sent that to ESPN too. I sent it to like everybody. I'm like, hey, ask Dan why he was a backup like the entire time he was in the NFL and never even had a starting job unless his starting quarterback and QB2 got hurt. And then what did he do with that? He ran out the back of the end zone trying to throw a pass. Can you ask him how he's the expert on who the best next quarterback's going to be? All I got was like laughing emoji, like over and over, like all the way down. Mitch and everybody. They're like, dude, that's hilarious.
Man, oh, I just want to say this real quick. Oh, so my man Paul said, "Yo, thanks for being there for me, cuz I'm doing better. I'm glad you're doing better, bro.
Oh, nice. Didn't know you were having
man,
issues.
glad you're back, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know,
Good, you're doing better, brother.
people go through things. Like he said, fans watch film and stats on Ty Simpson and get all excited because he doing it by himself. I mean, look, it's the facts though. That's facts. I don't know why they saying he's like they over. Look,
Hey,
I'm gonna just say
here's the
this.
thing.
If
Here's the
but
thing. The offensive line, Alabama's offensive line, was ranked well above IU's offensive line overall last year. Just saying. The only like blue chip they really had at IU was their center, which was Pat Coogan. But I mean, when he's doing it by himself, the thing about it is I have a problem with that because their offensive line, it's Alabama for crying out loud. You know they're recruiting badass talent. IU's not recruiting badass talent. They're building talent. You know, so I hate that narrative, but Lecky, I get what you're saying and he's laughing about it because doing it all by himself, not really. He also has some pretty freaking decent freaking wide receivers, if I remember right. Name those. Ones that are going to be in the top 10 of the draft, probably. Maybe two
yeah,
of them. I'm just saying. I have a hard time with that narrative of he did it all by himself. He created his own by himself. Yeah.
no, that's crazy.
Well, it's like Jackson Dart. He creates a lot of things that are by himself when he didn't have to.
Right.
You know, getting him hurt. So Mendoza decided to win when it was time to win a national championship. And he put his big ass body up against the freaking linebackers and mowed over all of them and freaking put it in the freaking end zone to win a national championship. That's different. It's the last game of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that dude wasn't scared of that shit at all. That dude freaking. That's one of the best plays I've ever seen in college football. I was just like, I thought, oh, at least you got, well, I was thinking first down, cool. Got first down. And then he put his hand down and freaking stripped right the hell back up and freaking powered right on in. I'm like, well, shit, now we left a little bit too much time on the clock. You know what I mean?
Right.
You had that Raider mentality at that point. You know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, shit, too much time left. And then IU pretty much shut it down after that. But I mean, it was that right there was. I've watched that. I was like, damn, that is freaking amazing. Did that shit 2 blocks from his high school he graduated from. Unbelievable.
Definitely facts, man. Definitely facts.
Hey, look,
Man,
this Mendoza's got it here. He's a big boy. He's got the arm. He's got the head for it. In Las Vegas, I'm not going to bother him because he's a freaking straight laced dude. You know, you're not going to be a distraction for him
right.
because Max is going to freaking grab that little ass boy by his freaking neck and say, "No, oh, you're going to stay the way you are, man."
Facts. Definitely facts.
I'm pretty
So,
happy.
pick 36, round 2. So, we already know that we finna get Mendoza, right? So, if anybody want to talk about Mendoza, throw it in the super chat. We'll talk about it. But I want to talk about round 2, pick 36, because that is just important as, that's just as in your number 1 pick, right? So now, give me four of your top guys that you think offense and defense. You can do 2 offense and 2 defense, but give me your top guys you think that we can get pick 36. It don't matter what position.
I think if we actually pick it, 36 is going to be a receiver. And if Boston's there, that's going to be the pick.
Right.
But because we already kind of freaking solidified the defense in a 3-4 the way it needs to be done.
Right.
So,
Nah, man, with the super chat, appreciate you, brother.
number 36, I meant 36, not 6.
36. Love you too, brother. Love you too, man. So go ahead, continue, bro. What you saying?
No, I was just saying that if the right one's not there at 36, I could see a huge trade auction for that, for people looking for like corners and stuff like that, you know, or linemen and that type of stuff that are willing to go that far up and like defensive linemen and stuff. Because I personally believe I think our defensive line's like set as far as start. So especially with Max coming back, that changes through that narrative as well. So I don't think we're worried about that. And then, I mean, bringing Stokes back was important. I always thought that. I think you know that. I said we need to bring Eric Stokes back.
Right. We said that.
I said that a long time ago. This dude's got to stay on the team, no matter what happens. They weren't throwing at him for a reason, because he breaks everything up. So best defensive player available, what Frank was saying. I don't know if that's right, because the thing about it is, best defensive player available, it one of the first picks in the second round. Sonny Styles will be gone. Also, probably Pons or Mayu will be gone, more likely. So I don't know if that's what you do. You just immediately go best defensive player available. To be honest with you, I think that 36 pick is going to be more important to a lot of other teams than it will be to us. I think we can pull 2 second rounders out of it.
Right.
For the 36, say go 38th and 42nd. Then I think a little bit more value out of it. So I kind of see that pick actually being a little bit of a freaking trade auction. I can see that moving, to be honest with you. That's just my take on it. But to me, Boston, at 36, if he's there, we're getting Boston. That dude, that That right there is wide receiver one. Is always going to be that wide receiver. That dude.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If Chris Bell is there at 36, I'm taking him because he's better than Denzel Boston. Denzel Boston is nice, but come on now, he's 6'2", 220. He's a freaking beast, bro.
No, I'm with you. That's okay. I'm with you. I got you, but that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. But I don't think either one of them will be there. I just threw the name Boston out there. I don't think they will be.
No, I like Boston though. He's a big guy right there, like 6'4", 209.
Yeah.
Like,
I just don't think either one of them will be there at 36. I really don't.
You don't think they'll be there at 36?
No, I don't. I think the Bears are going to get one of them at the end of the first.
I think Jerry Bernard would be good.
DJ Moore's gone. So
I think Jerry Bernard would be a good one.
Yeah. Jeremiah Love, for whatever reason, that dude slides. That's all bets are off on that dude because I don't know why he would slide, but damn.
I mean, then you gonna have to pay top running backs. That'd be crazy.
Oh, he is the top. There's no question. This dude runs him over, slides through him. It's like a reimagined freaking Derrick Henry. I mean, really, it's just a little faster. I mean, I watched him at the combine, dude. I literally was there in person watching it. I met his parents. Freaking, and his parents were disappointed at a 4.36. I was like, the dude's freaking as massive as he is, and a 4.36 is bad.
That's crazy.
I was like, that's sick. His old man, Jeremiah Sr., by the way, says, he goes, we were clocking freaking 4.28, 4.29 all day long before we got here. I'm like, you shitting me? I said, so what we're trying to do is we're trying to have a running back break the 40-yard dash record of 4.21 today. Is that what we're trying to do? He goes, yeah. I'm like, a running back does that. That's going to be next level news. It's going to be crazy, especially at his size. 225, 215. Come on, man. Yeah, it was Worthy. Worthy has the freaking record 4.21, 4.22 or something like that for 40 in the combine. Xavier Worthy. Yeah, I think a couple of years ago. But yeah, and the thing is, I was watching and he takes off and he has a stutter step at the very beginning. I'm like, if he didn't have that freaking shit, it probably would be a 4.2 something. But he has this running back first step. And his old man goes, he never ran track in high school. He never ran track in college. So he's this whole like getting down and like doing the whole track move is new to him. Because he does a running back thing and gets his leverage under him first before he pushes off. And that takes time. And still runs a 4.36. And
Big guy on it is definitely nice.
I'll tell you what, Mike Washington, whew, that dude's another one. That dude's another one. It's another one that's, I think he could fall. It's so unknown. But this dude blasted everything in the combine. He's reading recognition was freaking off the chart. Freaking, he was the fastest running back over Jeremiah Love. Run, I think a 4.33 or something like that. He was the fastest running back, and he Tech or something, I think. But this dude also, like, his vertical was freaking better than freaking every running back. His freaking reading recognition, his scores were better. Everything was better. Hands were better than everyone else. Unreal. I think he's just under the radar. Another one is a linebacker that I really pick out of Texas. Jacob Rodriguez is one that I really want some attention put on, because I'm just saying, if people want to talk, we're going to draft defense. I think Jacob Rodriguez out of Texas Tech is one to keep your eyes. At 36, you could get. If we need another linebacker, that's the thing. When Frank said best defensive player available at 36, I think that would be the guy. Would be Jacob Rodriguez.
Thanks. Dixon, what's up, brother? Long time, my brother, long time.
Forgot my name. Whose name?
You talking about me?
Sorry, I forgot.
It's Yurp, bro. Yurp.
Whose name? Navgoat.
You talking about me?
Oh.
Salute, brother.
You mean forgot your name? You didn't forget his name because you're on a show right now. It's Yurp.
Yurp. Y'all know it, man. Y'all know it.
Yeah. So Lecky says, I hope Rodriguez falls to us. Need all the help we can get at linebacker. Well, we do and we don't. We could use a dude like Rodriguez, because that dude is a freaking ball hawk type linebacker that, as long as everybody in front of him can freaking keep everything in front of them, he can just be back in the middle, like destroying tight ends. That's why I said at 36, if we go defense and Rodriguez is there, it's probably who we're going to end up with. I mean, it looks pretty clear the way freaking Spike and Kubiak are operating. We need to freaking make sure we can defend.
Yeah.
Because our offense is going to be a work in progress, and we're going to do it simple. It's going to be a simple offense, just like Seahawks offense was. Very simple, easy stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Kubiak's offense in Seattle was not dynamic. It was the easy stuff. Let's get the run going. Let's work off of that, and get our defense freaking squared away to where we can stop everything in front of us and not give up big plays.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm kind of liking the idea. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to tell. Dixon says it doesn't help he's drunk. Well,
he's a year. There we go.
There we go. He says it doesn't help he's drunk. Well, I mean, probably doesn't when you're trying to type.
So Nad, right? I think at pick 36 for me, I'm gonna go just two. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm either go get Lee Hunter or I'm going to get a wide receiver. So if Denzel Boston is there, then I will grab him. But if not, then I'm going to get Jeremy Bernard from Alabama.
Oh yeah, Bernard's not going to be there. Bernard's projected to be before Boston.
Number one, I mean, in the first round.
Yeah, Bernard's projected in the first round. Boston's projected early first or late first, early second.
We'll see.
But I mean, you never know. I mean, Bernard is a freaking beast too. I mean, either one, because wide receiver one is something that needs to be established. That's a pure fact.
No, facts.
Now let's kick this can down the road for a minute. I don't care if Jeremiah Love is there at 36. I like freaking Caroline Black in the 4th round from IU.
Yeah.
Again, banger. A banger, right? And a dude that's familiar with Mendoza. And then also, Omar Cooper's probably going to go on first.
Oh, yeah, he's going in the first.
Now, Surratt could be going in the late second, early third. So Surratt's also another receiver to get.
He's slow, though. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter because we got speed already, so I guess it wouldn't matter.
No, but Surratt's a true wide receiver one, though. He's a great route runner, freaking up the field, freaking Jerry Rice type of freaking route runner. He's not the fastest dude in the world, but he winds up open and catches everything.
Right.
So just one of those. But it's also familiarity with the quarterback that you drafted. So, I mean, I can see some IU players rolling through the door. I mean, I can see that happening.
No. Facts.
I just think that the free agents. Yep.
You say what, bro?
I just feel like the free agency along the defensive front and the linebacker room kind of changed shit a little bit as far as like what we're going to be drafting, and then Max having that box trade and Max coming back. It's like, okay, we don't need that either,
right?
Because we're in a 3-4. We just need 2 edges at this point. That's all we need. And then Quiddy Pay, that dude go right over the freaking center and be the dude, right? So we're good there. So, but the linebackers, I mean, with Nakobe and freaking Quay Walker, those dudes are freaking already freaking Pro Bowls. They're, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that changes the whole back end of the defense too. With having that stout of freaking. So I don't think we're going to be defense early. I think it'll be more offense early.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, I think it's going to be more offense early. Obviously, Mendoza, Look, if we don't draft Mendoza number one, in my opinion, it's the dumbest shit ever happened in the Raiders organization. Because get that dude and the dudes there. He's not Jamarcus Russell through one fucking football 75 yards. You know, this dude has done it and done it and done it and done it. You know, it's different. You know, everybody needs to get the hangover off from Jamarcus Russell from fucking forever ago and forget about it. Because,
well, I mean, I think we kind of forgot about that once DC came. You know what I'm saying? But
we started to, and then when DC was gone, it was kind of like, okay, now what are we gonna do? You know, and everybody went right back to last time we drafted a quarterback in the first round. This is what happened. Okay, it's great. How many years ago?
I don't know why people going back that far. I don't get that.
I don't get it. It's just different people and different roles. You know, it's what it is. Hey, when dude's there, you get them. Just that simple. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But if you don't get him and somebody else gets him and he's freaking Peyton Manning or fucking Tom Brady, then you're an asshole forever. You you got to go do it, because if you don't, somebody else is gonna. I mean, what would happen if the Raiders did not get Mendoza? My guess is the Jets would, and the Jets would fuck them up just like they fuck up every other quarterback. And oh, by the way, Geno is going right back to where he first got fucked up. Jets. So there you go. So
he went back to get fucked up again, goddamn.
He was like, hey, I'm glad. Glad to be back in New York. I'll bet you're not, bro. I mean, come on. You know, it was like Max said. You know, you think about walking away from something that's pretty good, thinking that things will be better elsewhere. And then you realize, you know what? It wasn't. It is a little better where I left. You know, and Geno never got that shit. Because I'll tell you what, had he not freaking been a dick like he was, probably most Raider fans would be like, man, you all right, man. We had a bad offensive line. We got you, man. It's not a big deal, man.
He'd probably still be there. He'd still be there.
But when you're a dick,
Mark Davis said,
come on, Mark.
Mark Davis said, nigga, you don't flip the birds to the fans. You don't do that. That's a no-no in my book. You got to go, Geno.
Yeah, you can flip bird to the other fans, but not yours.
Not in here, not in my stadium.
Hey, hug these though. Hug these though. That's just fucking hilarious. I have the pictures to prove it. That dude was throwing the bird at him. He gets a ticket. He got a ticket for throwing a bird at Geno. And then Geno comes out, knows the dude got a ticket, a warning ticket. If you do that again, you're getting kicked out. And freaking Geno flips him off. He takes a picture of that because Geno knew that if he flipped him back off, that he was going to get kicked out of the stadium.
Damn.
Yeah. I got pictures. I have straight up proof on that shit. Geno can't even freaking talk about that shit.
Shout out Hug D's, man. Shout out Hug D's.
Oh, Hug D's, bro. He's like hug this. That shit funnier than hell.
That's funny.
Dick decided we just did kind of a quick mock draft. In reality, just like we didn't even mean to, but it was kind of a quick mock draft. But I mean, really, to be honest with you, I think the top five is going to be interesting. Once the top five is done, once the top five's done, a lot of shit's gonna like kind of lay in line. I think after that.
Right. Yeah, I don't got the technology to do a mock draft right now. My shit freeze up like icicles.
Hey, I have the technology, but it'll still freeze up on me too.
Yeah, see, I'll be getting new computers soon.
You need to call 805 or one of them dudes fucking. I don't know what they're doing over there to be able to freaking keep the streams alive with all the fucking shit they got going on.
Shout out 805, my brother.
Good people. Afakazi, he does the same thing. He's streaming all kinds of shit at once. I'm like, how the fuck do you do all that at one time? He's like, I
need to get the stream key for like Twitter, Instagram, and another joint, and TikTok. I need to get into my TikTok. I can't even get into it on my other phone.
We need to get those set up and just stream this to that, and it'll all connect to each one of them.
Yeah, I tried. It doesn't work. I need the stream key for it.
I see.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, man. Hey, I gotta bounce. I got stuff to do.
Me too. I gotta get ready. I gotta go to work in the morning, man. So I gotta get ready to hop off. But
hey, here's the thing. I got a couple things to say. One, Raiders for life, always, no question.
Yes, sir.
Dan Orlovsky is a fucking perennial backup piece of shit, and ESPN doesn't hire anybody but backup quarterbacks. Name a fucking starting quarterback that works for them. You all can go fuck yourselves. Oh, my bad.
He didn't mean it. He didn't mean it.
They all gotta go. Beat it.
Yeah, that's funny.
Bro. Take care, man.
Brother, love you, bro.
All right, peace, bro. Love you right back, bro.
Yes, sir. All right. Nav man, ladies and gentlemen, Nav man in the building, man. Appreciate you pulling up, cause I appreciate everybody else pulling up, man. Dixon, man, thanks for pulling up, man. It's been a while, bro. Don't be no stranger, man. Keep pulling up, man. 7 o'clock every night. 7 o'clock every night, Central Time. Yeah, man, and y'all become a member, man. Become a member. You feel me? Become a member. It's only $2. You feel me? If y'all want to get y'all supers in, get y'all supers in. You feel me? Don't be afraid. But yeah, man, definitely appreciate it. Everybody pulling up, man. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed already. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, man, the support means a lot. The support means a lot, man. And I can't thank y'all enough, you know. But like I said, once I get my new computer and everything, I'm going to start doing, you know, a lot of stuff. I'll be doing a lot more things, reactions, you know, Raider reactions, everything. You know, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. So just be on the lookout, y'all. Be on the lookout. So with that being said, y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Yurp Raiders. See y'all in the next one, man. Appreciate it.